Thanks for tuning in to Know Wine in No Time. I'm your host Dave, and today we're going to talk about a Spanish white wine varietal that's native to the area called Catalonia, and that grape's name is Xarel-lo. Now Xarel-lo is an ancient varietal. It's been grown in the Iberian Peninsula for thousands of years, and it has two really obscure parents. One is called Brustano and the other is called Gibi. Now, when we look at Xarel-lo, normally it's blended with two other grapes, one called Macabeo and one called Parellada, to produce the Spanish version of Champagne that's called Cava. So when we produce Cava, we blend those three together because they all have specific attributes. And we did a full video on Cava, so you can check that out on Know Wine in No Time, and you can learn more about that. But there's been a push in modern winemaking to really pay homage to how great this grape is and produce a monovarietal or single varietal version of a still white wine. So instead of being Cava, where we have a sparkling wine, this is a still version. Instead of being a blend of three different grapes, this is just a single varietal. And one of the reasons is because when we look at Xarel-lo as a still white wine, it has a tremendous amount of flavor and a lot of aromatics. That's what it brings to Cava. That's its contribution to the blend, but by itself, it really accentuates those attributes in a wine. Also, it is really a tremendous value to the grape grower in the vineyard itself. So let's talk about Xarel-lo and how it benefits the grape grower. First off, it doesn't bud too early, it doesn't bud too late, it doesn't ripen too early, it doesn't ripen too late, so it's right in the middle. So that's very easy to cultivate. Also, it has thick skins, so it in itself is very resistant to certain type of mildews and molds and vineyard type of pests. Also, Xarel-lo isn't really dependent on the type of soil that it's planted in. It's very tolerant to different soil types. It's also very tolerant to different climates. It's drought resistant, it can take more water, and it really doesn't have an issue one way or another. And it also, when it's ripe, has a beautiful sugar to acid balance. So all of those different attributes make it really exceptional for the grape grower, and also with the sugar to acid balance, make it perfect for the winemaker. So you're probably thinking, well, what does a Xarel-lo taste like? I've tasted Cava, I know what that tastes like, but what when we lay Xarel-lo just kind of bare in a still white wine, what can we expect? So I have one here for you today, and this comes to us from the winemaker named Mendez, and this has Caibro on it. Caibro is the Spanish name for goat. Just a little, I guess, a little humor because goats roam those vineyards. And this is 100% Xarel-lo. So when we take a look at it in the glass, the first thing that we notice is it's just probably straw yellow to even a little bit lighter than that. Now here's where some of the magic starts. When we swirl to liberate the aromas, what jumps out of the glass really is a little bit of peach and ginger, some floral notes to it. It's really hinting that what's to come across the palate is going to be quite complex. So let's go ahead and give it a sip. When we taste this Xarel-lo, the first thing we're greeted with is a little bit of citrus blossom. So let's think orange blossom, lemon blossom. It's very floral. And then that very quickly fades into a lemon lime type of persona. Mid-palate, I get a little bit of almost like almond paste. It has a little bit of heft and a little bit of weight to it. And then all the way along, the acidity keeps pushing the wine across the palate, giving you kind of a clean, crisp finish. So you may be asking, what do I pair a still Xarel-lo with? Well, I like it with any type of deep fried seafood. Seafood of any type that's been fried. A very acidic wine like this that has so much complexity really thrives in kind of an oily, greasy type of food. Also, if you're looking for a bit more of a health kick, I would try it with any type of salad with a vinegar-based dressing. It'll go beautiful with that. So I'm going to get back and enjoy a little bit more of this Xarel-lo, and I ask that you tune in next time, because soon you'll know wine in no time.